Come for the game, stay for the commentary.
Talk about a sleeping baby.
Minion in, you guys. It's September 6th. Disney's Dreamlight Valley is officially here for everyone. I started playing this a little bit last night. I got very tired. If you want to know how to get games before they release, go check my channel, the Guides and How-To playlist. It's not a huge secret. You just have to work with time zones a little bit. I should point out that this game does have online capabilities, and once it went live for everyone, the servers became full almost immediately, and it was very hard to get on, but that's okay because you can play this game in offline mode. So I've had the chance to muck around in here a little bit. Not much, but I already love this. The first character you meet is Merlin, and he is one of my absolute favorite Disney characters. I loved The Sword in the Stone when I was a kid. I'm like Disney nerding out over here. The plot of the game is a little obvious, but in a good way. Skip to the next section of the video if you don't want to hear this potential spoiler. In the real world, your character moves back to their childhood home, where they used to have all these adventures in their dreams. You come back as an adult, you fall asleep, enter the dream world, and find out that a long time ago, this place had a ruler that suddenly left for some reason, and ever since then, this place has been falling apart because of something called the Forgetting. What they don't tell you, and I'm sure this is the case, is that you were that ruler when you were a kid. Your parents moved you away and Dreamlight Valley started to fall into disrepair. Now you're back, and that is why you have the power to fix things. Okay, if you skipped, spoiler is over, welcome back. You can explore, you can mess around with stuff, but it is also very quest-driven. There is a plot to follow. It does have some Drake Hollow vibes. If you haven't played that, I'd highly recommend it. It is a very good game. What do we got here? We've got a squirrel, and all we have is Merlin's welcome package, so we can't give the squirrel a gift. But I do see Scrooge McDuck over here. You guys know him as Scrooge McDuck. I grew up knowing him as Dagobert Duck. One of your first tasks will be to move around and get rid of all these forgetting thorns that have infested the place. You're the only one who has the power to do so, and it looks like there is stuff to collect under each of these. That seems like the first thing you're going to want to do is just clear up this area around. That is your player home back there, by the way. That is the first thing you get in this game, is a place to live. It's a fixer-upper, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome when you put some time into it. This is also a very common mechanic in a lot of like farming simulator games. You start out with a field full of garbage and weeds, and you have to clear it all out, and then you can start doing stuff with it. I'm one of those players who gets easily sidetracked in games like this because there is an objective that I am supposed to follow, but here I am doing everything but, because this game is just so much fun to tinker and play with. Look at that, I found a treasure chest behind my house. I always promise myself to follow the main storyline and then come back and do the little side things later, but the little side stuff is just so enticing, it's really hard to stop. Oh, I actually have become exhausted from uprooting the thorns in my front yard. Eating or staying inside your house refills your energy. So I have run out of energy, and now it's time to go home and recharge. Is my energy bar full already? That didn't take long at all. I literally just walked in the door, and there I am. I can turn music on in here. I can sit down and have a rest in my little garbage house. I'm definitely going to fix this. It's going to be one of the first things that I do as soon as I am able, is fix this place up. But yeah, all I had to do was step into my house for a second, and I got all my energy back. And I can come right back out here and start picking up weeds. There's my little squirrel pal. How you doing, buddy? Ooh, I've unlocked new recipes for furniture. See, I'm already sidetracked. I meant to just go do the main quest. I haven't even talked to Scrooge McDuck, and he lives right next door. Leave me a comment if you recognize the music playing in the background right here. It's one of my favorite Disney songs. Now, just having recipes for furniture is obviously not enough to make the furniture. You're going to have to progress first to the point where you can start crafting things, which I'm sure is what this first quest, finding the royal tools, is all about. These were the tools of the original ruler of this world, and now you have to go collect them to do rulery stuff, I imagine. I can also pick flowers, it looks like. So now that I've cleared my yard a little bit, flowers are the next step. Can I pick up these? I can. Twigs. I'm guessing these are crafting materials. I'm going to need... And as soon as I get the pickaxe, I can get these rocks here. So let's stop messing around on my front lawn. Title of your tape. And go get those tools. As you progress, you will be unlocking little objectives and achievements for Dreamlight points. And I'm not sure what you do with those yet, but you can bet that they are very important. Now, I was looking for the pickaxe, first of all, but I have found the shovel, which, if you are having a hard time finding it, is basically in front of the castle. Just if you've got the castle on your back, come forward a little bit and then take a left at the fountain. Shovel time! Heading away from the castle a little bit is where you will find the pickaxe in the stone. Let's pull that bad boy out of there. Excalipic! Oh wow, that clears up the sky. This place is already starting to shape up. Look at that, Merlin. My man. My wizard. Now, I'm not one to half-ass an assignment, so before I talk to Merlin, you can bet I'm going to go find the fishing rod and the watering can. You'll also notice now that the skies have cleared up, Scrooge McDuck over here is no longer acting fearful. He's actually humming a little tune. We're already making the world a better place, and now that we have the pickaxe, we can progress to the bottom part of the plaza. Turning right after the stairs, you will find a little pond. And right next to the pond, that looks like the fishing rod. Boom! We're only one tool away from completing this. Now I'm getting new quests as I go here, but I'm gonna make myself stay focused. Oh, I've already lost focus. Look at the little guy. I am too easily distracted. This is gonna get me in trouble. I'm noticing that the fishing rod I picked up didn't actually complete the objective to find the fishing rod, so I imagine the quest that I got when I picked up the rod has to be completed first. So let's do the sub-quest and get ourselves some rod. Now call me crazy, but I imagine the person who owns the broken fishing rod I'm supposed to find the owner of lives in the little cabin by all the fishing spots. Makes sense, right? Let's head inside. It's Goof. It's gotta be him. It's his face on the quest. They're kind of giving it away here. There it is. Goofy gives you the ruler's fishing rod and also a very spiffy fly fishing hat. I put on the hat and also some glasses. I think we're ready to do some fishing. Another thing that's really neat is this game has a day and night cycle. And the characters who live in Dreamlight Valley have their own schedules. So depending on what time of day it is, you will find them doing different things. Now every now and then you will run out of energy, and it will be tempting to eat some of the apples and stuff that you picked up along the way. But from experience with similar games, I recommend just going back to your house and refilling your energy there. You're going to regret not having apples later, potentially. Although they do respawn fairly quickly. You're not going to have too much trouble harvesting trees for apples. So if you're in a pinch, use them. If you're near your house, I recommend going to your house. For the last part of the royal tools, you will find the watering can behind your house. You just got to clear the way a little bit. Now that we have all the tools, it's time to recharge and then go see Merlin about what's next. Alright, getting into the castle is a multi-step process. But once you have all the tools, you unlock the ability to use the wishing well. out front, or you can just press down on the D-pad. That opens the Dreamlight menu, tells you what you have done to collect Dreamlight, what you must do to collect more. And then once you have enough Dreamlight, supposedly you'll be able to get into the castle. So I've done a lot of this stuff. This is what doing all the little side stuff is good for. So it's okay to get distracted, go do your own thing, because everything you do is progress. Your inventory does have a maximum capacity. In order to empty some of your inventory, you have to either drop stuff on the ground or sell them to Goofy at his stall, which requires that you fix his stall up first. So go ahead and finish Goofy's quest line. I figure let's go ahead and start by selling him the stuff that I can get back easily, like the fish and my apples. Also berries. Those keep growing back. And I'm not sure how important everything else is yet, so we're going to hang on to it. It's also important to note that you have a map that tells you where all characters currently are. You can actually watch them walk around on the map. And you do also have fast travel options. And what do we give Mr. Squirrel here? Have a raspberry. There you go. And that's more Dreamlight points for me. Now you can plant anything you have seeds for in your garden, but for me, I really like corn. What do I like about corn? It's corn. A big lump with knobs. It has the juice. Another trick for getting around the map if you can't fast travel to a location is you can highlight it on the map, and then you will have a trail of little glowing motes to follow. So you're never going to get lost in this game. The world keeps getting bigger, the area that you have access to keeps expanding, but you're always going to know where to go. And that's nice. Looks like my house is starting to shape up a little bit too. I've replaced the floors and walls, and I've put in my first dinky little chair. And once you open Scrooge McDuck's shop, you can start investing in more furniture and also outfits. It's also important to know that as you help characters, Disney characters that you meet, and give them gifts, do quests for them, you will advance their friendship level, which expands your abilities and your options. Now here's another feature I am a fan of. Once you become friends with the Disney characters, you can select one to be your companion. And as their friendship level grows, your companion's skills improve. Now I've chosen the skill for Goofy that increases the yield of my harvest while he is my companion. Now my crops aren't ready to harvest yet, but when they are, I'm going to want Goofy with me. An important thing to note here, you guys, is not only can you redecorate the inside and right outside your house, but I have the ability to redecorate and move objects around in all of Dreamlight Valley that I have discovered so far. So really, you have the ability to decorate your entire neighborhood, and that's pretty awesome. You can tell there's a whole lot to do in this game. So let's roll up our sleeves, clean up Dreamlight Valley, get into the castle. I'm going to be playing this for a while. If you like, come find me on Twitch, because I will be cleaning up this entire area and live streaming it later. Welcome to Dreamlight Valley, you guys. Go be freaking heroes. Minion out.